With a 6-point lead and 3 minutes and change remaining in the game last night, Nick Nurse called a timeout. And what the result of it was, clearly, was it broke the momentum for the Raptors, who at that point were clearly rolling. And then Golden State came out and finished the game on a 9-2 run. Again, it's a 6-point lead, 3 minutes left. He calls the timeout there. And after the game, Stephen A. Smith was extremely critical.
Nick Nurse, who we've been raving about throughout the postseason, suddenly has brain lock or what. I don't know what the hell it was. I don't know why he called the timeout. It's a team timeout by Toronto. You don't need to call a timeout at that particular moment in time. You see that your offense is flowing. You're taking advantage of Golden State. They seem gassed. They seem worn down. It seemed like Toronto was a bit too physical for them, and they were about to basically have a coronation inside the Scotiabank Arena. And then all of a sudden, you call a timeout. You give Golden State a reason to rest, to catch their breath, and lo and behold, Klay Thompson hits a three. Then Steph Curry hits a three. Then Klay Thompson comes back and hits a three. And before you had a chance to sit up there and express a word, you were down 3 points. You can't make that mistake in Game 5 of an NBA Finals closeout game. Nick Nurse made that mistake, and I think it cost them dearly.
Again, down 6 at the time. The Warriors closed the game on a 9-2 run and win by 1. What'd you think of it, DJ?
Man, they had all the momentum going forward, but I have to say that Kawhi Leonard at that point looked tired, so I could understand a little bit what Nick Nurse was thinking about getting a timeout. But I tell you this, if that was the case, Kawhi was tired, you give the ball to Van Vliet or you give it to Kyle Lowry and let Kawhi Leonard take this playoff because the momentum was going in your favor. And I think with the timeout, it gave the Splash Brothers a chance to get rested. Steve Kerr came up with 2 great plays out of the timeout to get two 3-point baskets, and it helped them propel to the win.
Final thought on that, Jay?
Yeah, Greeny, look, Kawhi Leonard has been hobbled. I saw it again last night. You know, he's not fully right, even though he's putting up big-time buckets. I think, you know, in the defense of Nick Nurse, it's his first year. You see your best player a little bit winded. You know it's going to come down to the stretch. You want to give him a little bit of a breather to catch his wind when you know that a lot of the offensive load is going to be on his shoulders. So, look, I understand a lot of people are going to be critical of Nick Nurse, but it comes down to also you have the same amount of time to rest. You have to get those defensive stops down the stretch. You know the ball is going to be in the hands of Stephen Curry or Klay Thompson. You have to do a better job defensively than those guys.